I'm about to say something very controversial right now, and I don't care who get offended because these are facts. Do not argue with me when it comes to facts. These should not be called the flu games, okay? They shouldn't be called the flu game. We all know, we all watched the documentary when they said a pizza was brought to Michael Jordan. He had food poisoning. Food poisoning. Now, these are the food poisoning 12 from now on. Snipe Squad, what is going on? Back again, it is your boy Sniper Jones, and I am back with another video for your head top. What is going on, everybody? Hopefully y'all are having an amazing day today. It is officially over, you know what I'm saying? The Jordan Last Dance documentary has came to an end. And a lot of y'all know my, my position on the GOAT conversation. There's no need to even talk about it. But I do want to say, shout out to ESPN for putting together a great documentary. It has to be one of the best documentaries I've ever seen. It's up there with the Allen Iverson documentary when he was going through the whole, jail thing after the bowling incident. That one was great to me. I love that one. I also love More Than a Game, because More Than a Game was so fire the way they put it in theaters. I remember going to the movie theaters to watch More Than a Game when I was living in Cleveland. That LeBron documentary was crazy. And last but not least, I always love the documentary. What was that? Hoop Dreams? Shout out to the real hoopers out there who know the Hoop Dreams documentary. That was fire. With Arthur Agee. I think it was Arthur Agee or something like that. And I forget the other dude's name. But that one was fire as well. Definitely one of the best documentaries out there when it comes to basketball and when it comes down to sports. But as you guys can see, this documentary held a lot more weight than I thought it would, okay? I knew for a fact it would bring light to how great Michael was, especially to the younger demographic. Like, younger kids who didn't get a chance to see Mike play don't really know what he's capable of. And all you see is highlights. I've never really been one to be super impressed by highlights because, bro, they're highlights. It's only your best play. Like, think about it. If you was to only see my highlights, you'll probably think I was the best player ever because I'm never going to miss a shot in my highlights. I'm never going to not cross somebody in my highlights. You're going to see all my best passes. The best way to see if somebody had it or not was watching them live. Because highlights are not going to have the 10 turnovers you had in the first quarter. They're not going to have the meltdown when you airball that last. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to have that. It is what it is. I would still say I would love to grow up and actually watch him play. This documentary kind of put everything inside of a bubble. Even talked about gambling addictions and his passing with his father and the reason why he decided to quit basketball. And even Space Jam, which is one of my favorite movies to this day. It definitely went in detail a lot about Michael Jordan. But more importantly, it brought back the significance of Michael Jordan's sneakers. As soon as I noticed that sneakers was rising after this documentary, I shouldn't have been surprised because the storyline is key to Michael Jordan. The whole reason why Jordans are Jordans is because the storyline. We go back to the Air Jordan 1, where the only reason why people, well, I wouldn't say the only reason because they were nice shoes, but half the reason why people wanted the Air Jordan 1 is because number one, he was the only player with his own brand and his own shoe, but number two, the storyline with it. They weren't even allowed in the league. Nike was paying off fines. Every time he got fined for wearing his Air Jordan, Nike would pay the fine. So it became the Band 1. You know what I'm saying? And before the Band 1, it was the other Air Jordan 1s. They dropped it in a pack. I forget the name off the top of the head, but y'all get what I'm saying. The storyline of Jordan, whether it's him shooting the last shot, whether if it's him having the flu, whether if it's him, breaking his foot in the Jordan 2, or rather all these things have crazy moments. All of these things have these crazy stories attached to the sneaker. And seeing that and going over that only made these sneakers rise. We have a package I wanted to unbox right here live on this video. Now, as you guys can see, this box is from Resell, and honestly, I don't know what this is. A lot of times, I know what they are. Like, Resell let me know what's in this box, but I have no idea what's in this box. And this box is kind of heavy. So, I do want to let y'all know, this is not like a surprise reaction when I open this box up because I don't know what's in here. But I do want to tell you guys, if you don't already own any Resell products, go down below to my link. Always buy off my link. Always, always, always. I link Resell website under all of my videos. So if you want to buy any Resell, it will be linked down below. And purchase you some stuff from over there. They got a lot of new stuff. They rebranded the website. And if you do buy anything using my link, I will shout you out on any social media you scan this to. You know what I'm saying? You screenshot it to me on Twitter or Instagram. I'm going to shout you out and show you love for buying off my link because it helps me. Now let's see what we got in here, bro. This is huge. I know they ain't sent me a pair of shoes. Oh, snap. Okay. Okay, it in. Let me go ahead and shake this out, bro. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. Here we have it. I forgot to mention that Reshoevn8r does now sell the see-through sneaker cases that a lot of you guys always ask me about. So, everybody who wonders what's behind me, okay? There are cases that hold your sneaker, obviously, so you can see through them. You don't have to pile your sneakers up to the wall and worry about pulling a shoe and the rest of your shoe boxes falling on top of you, because that's just annoying. Reshoevn8r now has their own shoe cases that you guys are able to buy on Reshoevn8r.com. Now this looks very simple. It looks like you just come here, pull it down, and insert your shoe. I got my Jordan 12 flu game I was gonna talk about. You just stick this in here, boom, close it. And look at this. This is great for a display case. This is literally gonna be a display case for me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what shoe I'm gonna put in here, but on me, when I get to the new spot and I do the shoe case, this shoe will be glass case. This is amazing, guys. I gotta hit up Reshoevn8r to get some more of these. If anybody wants one of these glass display cases or sneaker cases, all you have to do is go to my link down below in the description, head over to Reshoevn8r and pick up your glass case. It's so dope. It even got the Reshoevn8r branding right there in the top left corner. These are way better than the ones behind me. These are way better. These are more professional, a little bit better. You see how clear they are? It's just definitely fire. So like I said, guys, head over to Reshoevn8r down below. Check out the glass cases that they have, and also check out a lot of the cleaning products that they have over there. I made several videos showing how well they work. Trust me, it's official. So here is one of the sneakers that just blew up overnight. Last night's episode was 9 and 10. The last two final seasons, or last two final episodes of the Jordan Last Dance documentary. Now, I'm about to say something very controversial right now, and I don't care who get offended because these are facts. Do not argue with me when it comes to facts, okay? These should not be called the flu games, okay? They shouldn't be called the flu game. We all know, we all watched the documentary when they said a pizza was brought to Michael Jordan.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you like pizza, pasta, or chicken Alfredo, I can promise you, Zooters is the place you want to stop.
It was 5 people that delivered the pizza. Obviously, they did something to the pizza because he ordered it in Utah, and he had food poisoning. Food poisoning. Now, these are the food poisoning 12 from now on. I don't want to hear no more flu game. We heard it out the man's mouth. Food poisoning. Now, that does not mean that the food poisoning is easy to play with. I'm not about to go out there and drop 30 with food poisoning. He's still a beast. But let's just get the story right. You know what I'm saying? That's all I want. We love Jordan's storyline. Let's just get the story right. These are not the flu games. These are the food poison 12s. Now, after hearing a story about this, which is amazing, that was an amazing story, beautifully told by the people over at ESPN. I already knew. I posted. Let me know if you follow me on Instagram or Twitter. If you don't, once again, what are you doing, bro? You need to go follow me. I posted this on Twitter and Instagram. I was like, well, this shoe just went up $1 million. Like, I already knew after the story of this sneaker that it was gonna go up in price crazy. Now, this is my pair from 2006. I've only worn it one time. I worn this one time, so it's still in great condition, but I don't plan on selling it at all. I plan on keeping these in my collection. Flu Games is one of my favorite 12s, but just the significance of the documentary rising the price of these Air Jordans is crazy. And last night's episode just talked about, you know, the flu games and how he was, you know, barely able to play, and Scotty had to help him up, and he had to drink more liquid. And I mean, the coach from, I think, who they playing? The Jazz? The Jazz was like, hey, the coach was like, I didn't know he was sick. Did you know he was sick? Basically, he was hooping so much, you're like, bro, was he really sick? And that's how you know you're a bucket at the end of the day. And not only this shoe went up in price, talked about the last shot against Utah when Jordan catches it, you know what I'm saying? He does the ISO, goes to the right-handed elbow, hit him with a slight little push-off, pulls up, game, winning chicken dinner, and he had those 14s on, the Air Jordan 14s. And the reason why they're the last shots is because the commentators are like, did we just see the last shot of Michael Jordan's career? And no, it wasn't the last shot of his career, but it was the last shot of him as a Chicago Bull. And immediately that shoe went up as well. Now, this shoe was retail for $190. Before that documentary came out, I think they was being resale for maybe like $320, something like that. As of right now, this shoe is $458 DS, which is crazy. They just skyrocketed like that, and it might be even going up more. The same exact thing happened to the Air Jordan 14 last shot. I think those were being sold for like $320, 315, 310, 320, and now those in a size 12 are going for $458 as well. Now, I don't know any other sizes. I obviously looked at my size. That's pretty steep, you know what I'm saying? That's pretty steep for it to just jump like that out of a documentary, you know what I'm saying? So I know a lot of you guys probably are surprised. A lot of you guys probably not surprised. Joe Exotic showed up with the pizza, bro. And everybody wondering who showed up with the pizza in Utah, it was Joe Exotic when he opened up that pizzeria at his animal park using that spoiled Walmart meat. All they did, bro, was call up Joe Exotic, hit him up, tell him to send him over a large, and they fed it to Michael Jordan. I know what happened, bro. I know what happened. But nah, man, that was crazy. Amazing story, amazing documentary. Finally came to an end, man. Comment down below. Let me know your thoughts on the uprising of the Air Jordan 12 flu game or food poison. And also let me know your thoughts on the Last Dance documentary. It finally came to an end. The last few days have been crazy. Shock drop after shock drop, disappointment after disappointment. But it might just all come to a subtle halt because there's no more Last Dance documentary. Thank you guys so much for watching, tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you already haven't. We've been moving pretty fast this month, and I appreciate you guys, all you guys, for real. Until next time, man, it is your boy Snapper Jones. You know I cannot leave without saying everybody want to be famous, but we're really putting in that work though. Snipe Squad, I love y'all. Dream big.